everyone. So I'm just going to introduce myself first. My name is Melissa Kazan, and I'm a dietitian based in Montreal. And basically, what I'm going to be, I've been working for about a year in Nautilus Plus Gym and Axio Health Group. I counsel a lot of individuals, whether they're active, sports team, or people who just want to lose weight. And I'm also doing my master's right now in sports nutrition. So what are we going to be talking about today is what I did is basically I did the presentation in myth and realities. So I'm going to need your participation as well. I'm going to be asking you questions, and you're going to tell me whether you think it's true or false. The topics are about pre- and post-workout training, like what are the best snacks basically to take before and after a training. What's the difference between energy drinks and sports drinks? And basically, protein and sports supplements, if anyone takes them. We're basically going to be talking about whey protein, BCAAs, which are branched-chain amino acids. I'll be explaining what those are too. And creatine, and we'll touch upon supplement labels, so how to read the labels on these supplements. And finally, I'll be giving out handouts if anyone is interested in protein supplements, or if you know anyone who takes them, where to find reliable information on these supplements. So first question is a case study that I'm going to be reading out to you. So Charlie finished his afternoon class and is on his way to his soccer training. He realizes that he forgot his snack at home. Feeling hungry, he stops at a vending machine to look for a snack. He remembers hearing that carbohydrates are important fuels before a game and decides to get a 500 ml juice bottle. Do you think that his snack is a good choice or not? Or sorry? You think it's a good choice? Okay. What about you? No? Why not? More consistent? Okay. Yourself? Wouldn't be your first choice. Okay, so I have most of you saying no. You're right, actually. Basically, the rule of thumb, it's true that he's heard you want carbohydrate before your workout, so you need to focus on carbs, but you do want a little bit of protein as well, and you want to limit fat and fiber. Why limit fat and fiber? Because these are a bit harder to digest, and you don't want to feel uncomfortable while you're training. Why do you think it's important to include a little bit of protein in your snack? Anyone knows? To avoid the body from? Okay. Well, basically, protein is juice. Does juice contain any protein? No. So basically, it's in liquid form. It's mostly sugars. You're going to absorb it very quickly. So it's going to give you a quick source of energy. And what Charlie might feel is during his game when he's playing, he's going to burn this energy quickly, and he might feel low energy again. The protein, what it does, if you add it to your snack, it takes more time to digest, basically. So it's going to help him feel more energized and sustain his energy throughout his training. Okay? So you do want majorly carbohydrate, but you want to include a little bit of protein. Okay? And examples of a type of snack like this would be, basically, I provided here foods that are rich in protein, so giving you about 8 to 18 grams of protein per portion. So it could be a cup of milk. Okay, so milk has protein, and you can combine it to another portion of food giving you carbohydrates. So it could be a fruit, or it could be a bar. It can be yogurt with cereal. It can be some nuts with the fruit, etc. So it's basically combining these two, and here you'll find a portion of each. So again, here's the combination. Basically, cup of milk with a cereal bar would be consistent. Fruit, like you can have yogurt with the fruit, or you can have peanut butter as well with 2 slices of bread. So these would be type of snack that would be consistent before a training. Okay? All right. Number 2, so myth or truth? Chocolate milk is the best post-workout recovery drink. You think it's a myth? It's good, not the best? Okay. Good, not the best. Okay. You guys are right. I put truth there because I find it's a very good one. And I'm going to tell you why I said best. Okay. Basically, the way I like people to remember this is there are the 3 R's of recuperation. Okay? So after a workout, you want rehydration. You want to refuel your muscles with energy because you've just used this energy to work out. And you want to reconstruct your muscles because they just got torn apart. So you want some reconstruction to occur after a workout. All right? What is rehydrating you usually? Water? Okay. Liquid? Anything liquid would give you rehydration. Sorry, I give the answer. What refuels you? What is muscle fuel, basically? Sorry? Protein? Not really. Protein is for reconstruction. Okay? Your muscles, when you're working out, their main source of energy is carbohydrate. All right? So that's what you need as a refuel after a workout. And for a reconstruction, because that's what helps rebuild your muscles, that's protein. All right? Yes? In terms of digestion, you mean? Fiber, sometimes it's harder to digest because it may cause bloating, and it might be uncomfortable if you're training. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it like right before a training. So yeah, as I said, it would be rehydration, liquids, refueling carbohydrates, and reconstruction for protein. All right? What contains all these 3 in one? We just had the answer. So it's chocolate milk, basically. So that's why I find it's a convenient snack that's not expensive. It has your liquids, your carbohydrate, your protein, so it's nutritious as well. All right? Another thing that milk contains is whey protein. So it naturally contains whey protein. Does anybody know what that is? Or exactly. So usually it's that protein that's present in the liquids, either in the yogurt or cottage cheese, that we tend to get rid of. So that's actually where all the whey protein is mostly contained. And it's very good because it helps retain your muscles, basically, more than other types of proteins like soy or casein. And that's naturally contained in milk, not expensive, you know, easily available and nutritious, basically. Powders. I'll be talking about supplements. There are going to be questions about that. All right. Energy versus sports drinks. So myth or truth? Energy drinks like Red Bull, Guru, and sports drinks are both good beverages to drink during an intense workout to provide your muscles with energy. Do you think they're both the same? Do you think you can have any of them? Or myth or myth? Myth. You guys all right? So basically, energy drinks are very high in sugar. Okay, so they contain more than 8% carbohydrates. And they also contain caffeine and other stimulants. So this gives you a false sense of energy. And because also they're very high in sugar, again, they might cause some stomach upset during a workout because it's going to be a lot of pressure on your stomach to digest all these sugars. Okay? So they're not really recommended. Whereas sports drinks like Powerade or Gatorade, basically these have lower carbohydrates. So they're between 4 to 8%. This means that there's 4 to 8 grams of carbohydrate per 100 ml. All right, so that's where the 4 to 8% is coming from. It helps give your muscles energy during your workout, and it also contains electrolytes, which we know is very important because if you sweat a lot, you're going to be losing these electrolytes like sodium, potassium, so it helps to prevent dehydration. Who can have sports drink? Basically, if you train heavily, more than an hour, you can have a sports drink. If you sweat a lot, if you do a sport where you require wearing heavy equipment during exercise, so that's more like football or hockey, and if you're exercising in the heat, so on a hot summer day, you're exercising a lot, you're sweating a lot, that would be a time where you could take Gatorade or Powerade. All right. BCAAs, which are branched-chain amino acids, these are supplements, are proven to improve performance during training and also increase muscle mass. Does anybody know what they are? No? You know what they are? Yeah? A little bit? OK, do you believe this is... I'll be explaining what they are in the answer, but do you think it's a myth or a truth? More post-training? Do you think it's effective? OK. I put myth, basically, and I'm going to explain to you why. So basically, amino acids are present in proteins. Okay, so a protein is made of amino acids. These amino acids specifically were proven to be important to retain your muscles. Okay, and to give energy to your muscles when you're working out. All right? There was one amino acid particularly called leucine that had a particular interest because it showed to basically to retain your muscles if you take 2.5 grams after a workout. Okay? But I'm going to show you that you don't need to take a supplement or a powder to get that amino acid. 2.5 grams can be easily obtained from food, basically. All right? So if we look at this table here, you can see that a cup of cottage cheese contains about 3 grams, turkey breast, chicken breast, salmon. All of those are very good sources of leucine. And if you have that after a workout, then you don't need to be taking supplements or anything that contains leucine. All right? And again, if you're taking chocolate milk, also contains about 1 gram. Plus, if you eat something with that that's rich in protein, you easily get 2.5 grams. Any questions about that? No? OK. OK. Creatine is an effective, safe, and legal supplement that results in muscle gain over time. Do you know what creatine is? What about you, sir? You seem to know a little bit. I don't know. I'm just asking. If you don't, it's OK. I'll explain to you. How safe it is? So you think it's a myth? It's true. It's the truth, actually. It is a safe supplement to take. Sorry? Not for kids. Not for kids. Actually, it's up. You can start taking it starting 18 years old. But it's not illegal, basically. So basically, creatine is formed in the body. We naturally produce it, OK? And it's also found in meat. And you can find it like a kilo. I provided here an example. A kilo of red meat is going to give you about 5 grams of creatine. OK, so that's a lot of meat, basically. From the diet per day, we get about 2 grams. All right? Why is everybody interested in creatine? Basically, athletes use it to load up their muscles with energy. If they load up their muscles with energy, they're going to be able to work out better. If they work out better, they can get bigger and perform better. All right? So it shows that it does do that. What's important is how much you take and who is taking it. Okay? Creatine monohydrate basically is what's available on the market. And that's basically a safe and legal supplement to take if you know anybody who's taking it. So it's not prohibited by the World Anti-Doping Agency, and ideally, if anyone is taking it, they should be getting advice from a sports nutritionist in order to guide with the dosage, so how much they should be taking, so that they're not taking a lot either, and they should be ensuring that they're taking a good quality product, because not all supplements contain what the label says it contains. And basically, they're not recommended for youth. So anyone younger than 18 years old should not be taking it. Okay. All sports supplements available on the market are safe to consume. What do you think? Myth? Yes, it is a myth. There was a study that was done in 2004 that showed that there's 80% of products that are not really compliant with Canadian label regulations. So they don't really contain either what the label says it contains, or they also have additional ingredients that's not really written on the label. So that's a lot. There are ways you can tell if it's safe or not. Basically, supplements, whether it's a vitamin supplement, a protein supplement, whether it's a herbal, they are going to contain a NPN number. So this stands for natural. NPN is oh, I forgot what it stands for, but basically it's a number that says that it's safe. It has been regulated and it's safe, or it could contain a DI, like the other code over there, DIN, HM, and a list of numbers, basically. So this can tell you whether it's safe or not, whether it has been regulated or not. When it contains this, most likely it's safe, and it has been tested. We can try an example that I'm going to try here. So I've provided, I have a handout after that I'll be giving to you. This link is provided on the handout. So if ever you come across a supplement, you're not sure what it is, you can check it out on Health Canada. If you have, let's say, the brand, if you went to, I don't know, a supplement store and you have the brand name but you're not sure, you can write it down, plug it in here, and see basically if it contains or not, and you'll be able to tell if it's safe to take or not. Okay. Protein and amino acid supplements are more effective than protein-rich foods to develop muscles and improving sports performance. Is it a myth or a truth? You're thinking a lot. Shouldn't be that hard. Myth? It is a myth. They're really not necessary, actually. If a person eats well, so basically you have to have a balanced diet with high-quality protein. What I mean by that is varying your protein sources, so having poultry, having red meat, having eggs, having dairy. Carbohydrates are also important, so it's not all about protein either. So good quality carbs would be breads, cereals, fruits, vegetables. That would be also a good source, and essential fats, obviously. Hydrating with ample fluids, so not to forget water or other sources of fluids. And something that we tend to forget is getting enough rest after workout. So all of these are key components to basically performing better. I've provided here reliable internet resources for anyone interested to check out either supplements or other information related to protein supplementation. There's Nancy Clark blog. She's a dietitian based in the US who sometimes write articles about supplements. It could be useful. And that's it.